we were in session. The Republicans in the House once again had an inability to govern, sending the House into recess early. Speaker Johnson's attempt to package the National Defense Authorization Act with the SAFE Act failed, with 14 Republicans voting with Democrats to tank the procedural rule to bring the defense bill to the floor. We all know the SAFE Act is the largest assault on voting rights in recent history. This bill will disenfranchise millions of American citizens, including women who have changed their names after marriage and students who've moved out for college. House Republicans know that this bill is unpopular and will once again fail in the Senate, so they have unsuccessfully attempted to push it through the National Defense Authorization Act. While Republicans floundered, we were able to introduce 9 amendments to the National Defense Authorization Act that was aimed to center human rights, strengthen oversight of the DoD's use of AI technology, support Sudanese civil society, and hold governments engaged in transnational recession accountable. I stand ready to support the amendment that was introduced by Representative Thomas Massey to block funding to Israel. It is unconscionable for us to continue utilizing our tax dollars for the genocide that's happening in Gaza. We have a moral responsibility to stop enabling these crimes against humanity and to hold Israel accountable. Last month, Congress passed the biggest housing bill in 30 years to build more housing and crack down on corporate landlords. But Trump is refusing to sign it into law despite a clear, overwhelming bipartisan support because he wants the voter suppression bill to pass. It is shameful that Americans are struggling to put roof over their heads while the president's solution is to wring his hands yet and to refuse to act. But the good news is, if he does not veto that bill, which even if he does, we have a veto-proof majority that will override it, that bill goes into effect tomorrow because of the Constitution. The reckless and illegal war in Iran has killed over 3,000 people and has so far injured 26,000 more. This was done without congressional authorizations at the great expense to our taxpayers. We are over 120 days in, and Trump has spent approximately $100 billion on this war, nearly $75 per American household. To put this into perspective, this money that was spent on the war could have expanded the healthcare insurance subsidies for nearly 4 years and cut the premiums in half for nearly 20 million Americans. On top of that, Americans are paying the price at the pump, with average gas prices hitting nearly $5 a gallon. Trump continues to prove that he does not care about the impact that this has on Americans and people across the world. In fact, that's exactly what he told reporters when he said, "I don't think about Americans' financial situation. I don't think about anyone." But some Republican members in Congress are finally starting to wake up. Last month, 4 House Republicans broke rank and voted to pass the Iran War Powers Resolution to rein in the president's unpopular, unauthorized, unconstitutional war in the Middle East. And a handful of Republican senators followed suit to pass the concurrent resolution instructing Trump to end the military action. while Trump boasts about bringing peace and the memorandum of understanding he signed with Iran is still under threat because renewed attacks are happening on both sides. We know that endless military strikes will not bring about peace. It will bring only about death and destruction. Last week, the House also voted again on Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib's Lebanon War Powers Resolution. Israel's war in Lebanon has killed thousands of civilians and displaced over 1 million people. This amounts to over a fifth of their total population. The Israeli government has admitted that it intends to implement what they call the Gaza model in Lebanon, a form of ethnic cleansing and a crime against humanity. It is unacceptable for Congress to allow this to continue as the United States stands complicit in the atrocities and devastation taking place in Lebanon. This cannot continue, and I will not give up until we end this unconstitutional use of force. Now I want to share a bit of some good news for the district. Earlier this year, Congress funded 14 projects I submitted for the community funding project of fiscal year 26. This is a form of a grant where members of Congress are able to make a request for federal funding for a limited number of projects in their districts, bringing direct financial support to their communities. Over the past 5 years since this has been restored, we have brought home over $65 million for projects across the district, investments in housing, food access, environmental quality, job training, and even a storm shelter. This year, we were able to secure the $850 for Columbia Heights Municipal Vehicle Facility Reconstruction. This project will replace the current Municipal Service Center with a new facility to guarantee equitable and accessible services to the community and ensure safety of city employees. Next, I would like to remind all of you that our office is a liaison to all of federal government. Our staff, can you please stand up and wave? So all of our district staff is here. If you have a question or want to connect with them directly, please do so. We can be a crucial line of advocacy for our constituents who are experiencing issues with the federal government, like irregularities, delays, and emergencies. Although it is a difficult environment for us to operate in at the moment, our duty remains the same to you. Congressional casework involving ICE is unique and narrow, but we can still help. By locating individuals detained by ICE if they are not appearing in the detainee locator system within 48 hours, inquiring on urgent medical issues to ensure an individual is receiving appropriate medical treatment, ensuring an individual's attorney and loved ones are able to communicate with them. If you're unsure whether we can help with a specific situation, please contact our office. Our number is 612-333-1272. That's 612-333-1272. So we can review the details of whatever case you're calling about with you. Last year, our staff was able to help over 1,000 constituents with issues like Social Security, immigration, taxes, healthcare, and more. Our team returned more than $4.8 million to constituents, businesses, and organizations in the district. We can't solve every problem, but we will do everything we can to try.